Hello channel and welcome back. What a beautiful day it is out here today. 71 degrees, sun is out, blue sky, and I am on my way to Cruiseman's garage. You see, somehow in the course of my riding to work every day this week, I picked up a screw in the dead center of my back tire. Now, how am I riding? Well, the tire's holding air. So let's hope it keeps holding air. Rear tire pressure down there says 39. It was at 41 yesterday, so it is sort of holding air. And it's definitely a place in the tire that is pluggable. And so we're gonna plug this hole in my tire. And of course I don't mind riding around town with a plugged tire if I ever decide to take this on an interstate ride. Unfortunately, I will have to replace the tire. So I really don't want to go on an interstate trip with a plugged tire. Anyway, that's what's on tap. Cruiseman's gonna video it, and we're gonna work together. It'll be the first time I've ever plugged a hole in my motorcycle tire in a lifetime of motorcycle riding. So I guess I have been super fortunate, like extremely fortunate, that it just now happened after 40 years of riding. Okay, I'll take it. Still not happy about it, but I'll take it. But you guys stay tuned to the channel. I think what I'm going to do this weekend is put a video out of all the additions I've put on this bike since I bought it bone stock over a year ago. And I've put a lot on it, so maybe it'll help some folks who are looking at getting some add-ons for their Goldwing. What works for me might work for them, so I think I'll do that. Anyway, guys, let's head to Cruiseman's house. In addition, this weekend, my license tags are about to expire, so I have to get my bike inspected. And I've heard folks say this is the last year in Texas that we will have to get our bike inspected as a requirement of getting your license tag annually. So that'll be great, but I have to do it this year. So I'm going to go out to DFW Honda this weekend and get the bike inspected. And a big bonus about that trip is it looks like I might meet up and get to say hi to a very good friend of the channel, a complete gentleman, Mr. Road Glide. Many of you know Road Glide. I've never met Road Glide in person, although I feel like we're brothers. I'm going to get to meet him this weekend, hopefully. Finally. So looking forward to that. And then, as you may have heard on Cruiseman's last motovlog, after breakfast Sunday, we might just take a twisty ride to local Buc-ee's not far from here. Always good to go to Buc-ee's and pick up all those things that are terrible for you, but oh so good. Anyway, we'll probably capture that on film too, so it's going to be a busy few days of motovlogging and fixing bikes and certifying bikes and meeting up with friends. Looking forward to it. All this technology. Got all these cameras going. I've got my Waze hooked up wirelessly to my bike, and usually I can hit this talk button over here and I can instruct my phone to send a text to somebody. Well, I just tried 3 times to send a voice text to Cruiseman, letting him know what my ETA was, and it failed all 3 times. All 3 times. I'm gonna be careful, I'll miss my turn. Anyway, I'm not sure why. It worked perfectly the other day while I was texting him while on my bike through my helmet by just speaking the words. Today, it doesn't like me. Not sure why. Anyway, we'll make it happen. Alright guys, well, I will be back shortly when we are at the famous Cruiseman's garage. There's another phenomenon that happens sometimes with Waze and this connection to this bike, is that Waze is several seconds, I mean 10, maybe 15 seconds behind where I am in reality. And so if I miss a turn, it looks like I'm still coming up on that turn, and I have to turn around, which is the case right now. Missed this turn. Now I had to come around and redo the turn. God, you gotta love technology. Where's a 5th grader when you need one? Alright, back shortly. You know why there would never be a Robert's garage? Because you actually have to have a garage to have a Robert's garage channel. I got a 2-car garage and it is stuffed to the brim with stuff. And I have serious garage envy of our friend Cruiseman. That's why he has Cruiseman's garage. Alright. Pulling up here soon. Just look for the lake. Oh, there is no lake. But there's a gorgeous bike right there. Right, Cruiseman's garage. Okay, channel, 2 things were abundantly clear at this point. Number 1, I forgot to turn on the receiver for the wireless Rode mic, so we're just picking up ambient noise here. And number 2, Cruiseman is going to make this a learning, hands-on experience for me. Jesus. I don't know what that is. It might have been a Phillips head at one time, but
not much left.
There's not much left.
Let's see if I can get a bite on it from over here. Yeah, I see what you mean.
It's like really...
Yeah, it's pretty...
You have to get a pair of needle nose or something?
Yeah. I know I plugged at least 2.
All right. Look, I'm starting to believe that was intentional. look at the length of that. Somebody didn't like my motorcycle. Damn Goldwing drivers. It's probably a Harley driver. I'm just kidding. Harley drivers. I'm just kidding. Okay.
You might not even have to read it out.
I don't even have screws like that.
Now I hear the air coming out.
Okay then. Alright channel, check this out. That's what was in there. Somebody didn't like I parked in their parking spot or something. I'm not sure. I'm very careful at Einstein's not to park in Don's parking space, but maybe I messed up one day.
Okay, so now the next thing, before we ream out the tire, I'm going to go ahead and put this sticky rope inside this little tool here. And these sticky ropes are probably 10 or 15 years old, and they are so stuck to this plastic They are definitely sticky. And basically what we want to do is peel this off, and we're going to feed it through this little, like threading a needle basically. And once you get it kind of started through, that's where I'm going to use the pliers. And I'm going to just pull it through the rest of the way using the pliers, like this right here. So you want this at the halfway point on this sticky rope. Okay, now we also have some rubber cement, and we're going to slather this with some rubber cement before we put it in the tire. You don't really have to do it, but I think it's a good extra measure. And we will check that hole out and see if it, we'll go ahead and ream it out with the drill just to be safe. And then we'll put the rubber cement on here, put it in the tire, and see how it works. Clean it out a little bit.
I'm glad you're letting me do this, because I've watched your videos and I thought to myself, how's this going to work on the side of the road? So it's good. It's good to have a trial run here in a nice garage. Yeah, it's very loose.
Yeah, you could probably. Yeah, I think that's good.
I'm going to get my fingers on it.
Just to hold it in place.
Hold it in place while I pull it back out.
There you go.
There we go. Well, that was easy peasy.
Well, my hourly rate.
Oh. I love this because this is, it swivels, so you don't have to worry about twisting the tube as you tighten it on the. You keep your back tire at Cruiseman.
I keep mine at 40 to 41.
Okay.
Both front and back, but yeah.
I keep mine at 41 too, so that will do that.
Well, sometimes you have to go over a little because this thing tends to under pressurize.
Yeah, let's do 42. All right, folks. Sorry, it's going to be a little noisy. Oh yeah, that's the kind I have. Yep.
Yeah, I think I.
All right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna put this up in the shadow so we can all see it. 42.
Okay, do you want to let a little out?
Yeah, I'm gonna let a little bit out here. Well, here's a thought. Unless the tire itself is losing air out of the hole we just plugged. So we get a little soapy water and figure that out. I don't see any bubbles.
I see.
That's just one glistening in the sun.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it looks good to me.
Because you would really see, they would grow.
Yeah.
They would definitely grow. 42.3, 0.4. I'm gonna say that's good.
I am too.
I think that's a wrap.
I think so.
All right. Mission accomplished. Relatively easy. First thing we did was take out that screw, and oh my gosh, you guys, you saw the screw. What's the chances you accidentally run over that and pick something that size up in your tire? I'm sorry, folks. I hate to be the conspiracy theorist here, but I think somebody really just was either pranking me, or I cut them off in traffic, or I parked in their spot. I don't know. And they just stuck that thing at an angle and waited for me to drive away. So, I guess I'll be checking for that now before I drive away. Maybe not necessarily in my garage. You would think I'm safe in my garage, but anywhere else. Gonna be looking for that. That's dangerous. I mean, that's dangerous. Maybe I'm being a little over too conspiracy theorist here, guys. I'm sorry, but that was an awful long screw to have just accidentally picked up on the road. Alright, tire pressure monitor says 41. That's about where we left it, 42. I'm not worried about a pound deviation between measuring sticks, if you will. But let's just see where it is when I get home. It ought to be fine. I've used, as Cruiseman said, I've used these plugs so many times in car tires without any issue whatsoever. They do a great job. Never used it on a motorcycle tire, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so any of you guys, have you ever used, first of all, have you had to plug a motorcycle tire? And if you've had to plug a motorcycle tire, have you used one of those mushroom plugs and had any luck with it? I haven't met anybody yet who's had a lot of luck with those, so I'm just curious. As I said, I've done multiple times the sticky rope plug. To do it in my sleep, and it's always been very helpful. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. This has been a great experience. I appreciate Cruiseman for his help in getting this thing plugged, and both of us getting a video out so you guys can maybe use it in the future if necessary. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, a couple of videos coming your way that you might want to tune in for. What all have I put on this bike? Gonna meet Road Glide, and then we may go for a Sunday ride, Cruiseman and I. So stay tuned, guys. Until then, ride safe, my friends, and God bless.